ladies.
Yeah. Alright, so for the Venom, KP
Yes.
Venom, I'm saying that as if it's some sort of like tried and true thing. I literally only just figured out about it like earlier today when I was looking at TNC drafts.
Yes.
Timber and Viper again this time around.
Bottle is available. Bristle's available.
I love this this Venom, Venom when you have it in this 3 position. It used to actually be one of those popular ones picked versus the Magnus and all that when people were relying so hardly on blink daggers and all that. You just have this Venomancer pretty much just surrounding the area with wards, and it would cause a big ruckus. It's similar now. It's like this provides you this obnoxious hero that draws a lot of attention to itself. It allows your Magnus to go in. You're putting all these wards down. You're this tanky frontliner as this Venom with your pipe, mech, whatever you build, and your Magnus can follow.
So why isn't Venom just a good hero in general? Because everyone loves Vision.
I like Venom personally as a hero overall. I think it has some high benefits.
This is so far still the exact same lineup.
thing, right?
So what was the last hero?
The last hero was what did I just say? The last hero was a Kunkka for Armel.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's still a great hero.
Still a great hero.
Kunkka was super super hot.
We
What
were
happened?
very shocked for the first 2 days of group stage. We were like, why is he not being first place banned? And then every single time he'd be picked during the end of the draft, he would always win. I'm like, yes.
I saw a couple five pick Kunkkas.
20 seconds to
I will
Kunkkas.
tell you that he is 8th on the list of most picked heroes in the group stages, with 13 games played and a 54% win rate.
Which is pretty good.
Good hero.
It's not bad.
Yeah, but I thought it was pretty average.
Well, did you see the Ramses game? Because if you saw that one, then it would be pretty average.
Earthshaker Morphling only has like a 45% win rate too.
That's true.
So like,
You know who has 100%
Stats
win
lied.
rate? Is Faceless
Void
Void.
does have 100%.
88% win rate.
Oh.
Close enough. 8
Which
games played.
sucker lost on him?
I didn't look that up.
Well, I want to look it up now. I'll shame him publicly.
No, he had one last game. I was wondering when I heard it was going to show up. Because he's, the carry.
Yeah, I like him quite a lot too. Versus, it's weird, versus PA, because you don't have your hit. You're gonna be missing and stuff like that. But time dilation when PA doesn't keep games is actually a pain. You can't jump around. Usually, you're all about your mobility, moving around. You're just kind of locked in. This is very early on when you're fighting on.
You have
PA,
to lane against a Venom though, and Void does not want to have to lane against DT. He wants to get that burst damage wiped off with the time walk.
Absolutely.
And a Nature's Prophet. Oh well, it was who the Mag?
Oh, it was March.
That was March playing the Mag. Yeah, it was KP on Venom, and it was Tim's on the NP.
So this Void is not gonna have a nice lane.
It's a very pressure-heavy lane coming out from TNC.
Yeah.
We're going to see Limp play something else this series, by the way. Death Prophet removed.
I think it's smart. They have Wyvern with it right this time, so they do have a save. They have a better way to play around it. They have the Chrono too. I think that's a good ban this time around.
I still like Kunkka if they want to go for the same duplicate draft as last time. Another great hero to have against Void.
I mean,
I mean, it protects.
Are there better options?
Protects their front line. It works well with the cleave. Gives them catch.
Well, so the better option may be Silence, which is why they ban out Puck.
Yes.
Death Prophet's already banned. Alliance stick up. Lena?
Not too surprising. I mean, Limp is a typical Lena player, right?
Yeah, and I think they've been running it with the Void specifically just because it's a reliable hero who can put damage into a Chronosphere.
Yeah.
I mean, Kunkka TA.
They had the... in terms of recycling drafts, against Vici Gaming, the one game that they did win for Alliance, they had Void, Lena, Night Stalker, Jakiro, and then Marana Friction Force.
Almost identical.
Almost identical. But yeah, it worked out before.
So this will be Hanskin, Wyvern, Fada, Jakiro.
And they do like the Void Lena combo. They use it against Fnatic as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go a bit both ways. The Lena versus the PA. You have your high burst damage, but then you get one-shotted later on. So it's all about that balance.
So you said TA or
TA, Kunkka, what else for Armel?
Vogue, not against Night Stalker. I like Kunkka.
I mean, why fix was not broken, right?
I mean, if it's so well too versus the burst, you throw the ROM into the Chronosphere as well. It fits super well. Yeah. It gives you the catch. They're a little bit on catch. This gives them that.
Did they win that game? Oh yeah, they're
did because they are undefeated in the group stage.
All right then.
But it was against Unknown, which is arguably one of the weaker teams in the whole tournament.
Sure.
And now there's a 33 Night Stalker, and Kikube Void, of course, because of the way they
Oh yeah, I
drafted.
guess we didn't mention that, but yeah, they're moving it.
Yeah. So far, we have not been too on point with our predictions here in terms of how the game is going to go. You know, race against the clock, alliance with the more favorable draft. Didn't really play out that well. Yeah, 3 times the charm. What's happening this game?
Let's just go for predictions so at least one of us can get out of this honest game. I don't have a lot of confidence in Venomancer. Even though they wanted this draft, I don't think Venomancer's that good of a hero right now, so I will go Alliance.
Oh, I don't necessarily care about who you predict is going to win, but more like how the game's going to go.
Oh my god, I just threw myself under the bus
Yes,
for no
you did.
reason. I think the laning phase is going to be heavily TNC favored.
I like TNC's lanes, and I think that Shiva mentioned something important. I think Alliance doesn't put enough pressure on at times. I think this might be one of those where they don't know how they take buildings. I think they have to win all their fights to take towers, and I think TNC can sit back and farm. So I have to favor TNC a bit.
You did it.
That was easy.
You split.
We split it.
Yeah.
Smooth.
So we're gonna be correct regardless. I like this. You know, you split our chances. But yeah, third game's a coming. Let's find out who's gonna be taking the cake and who's gonna move forward in the upper bracket and who's gonna get knocked down to the lower bracket. Over to LD and Gods.
That's right. Gods. It's our turn now to see this decided in game number 3.
Yep.
We do have a classic Alliance draft pause, so I'm going to take this opportunity to re-energize.
Crack
open a monster.
By the way, to start a cast. One of these
Delicious.
two teams be top 6 at the major after this game. So a lot on the line here.
How many points is top 6? It's not that many, right? It's not until you get the top 3, 4 where it really,
No,
really stacks up.
300 points.
Let's see if
I don't
you're
even know how
on
that
money.
work. How many points do you get for winning?
Top 6 is 900
900,
points. Winning is like 5.
Okay.
It's not nothing, you know, you get 4
Yeah, it's
top
best.
6s.
Yep.
That's basically a win.
Last season, yeah, there was some teams squeaking in with like just like a top 4 result here or there. So, you know, just getting that top 6 and you're still in the upper bracket, you have that extra life still to play with, so you're looking good. TNC as a whole been looking good this event. Alliance themselves. Kind of bad loss of Ichi Gaming, but they've been a strong team that's recently formed since TI. Definitely looking for a high placing result. I mean, as every team, I think we're expecting it. Unlike some of the underdog teams come would be like, just have to win some games on the
Man, that Alliance roller coaster is a fan. You know, they go from having a team that looked like kind of surprised to get to TI, then, you know, build some confidence from the fans with their big Dota Summit 10 win. Then they had the draft mishap, got knocked out in the first round in the ones. Then they lose their team to Liquid. Now they've got maybe a better team, or at least equally good.
What's next?
What's next? They're going to lose this team too.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh god, I'm probably getting the conniptions just thinking about it.
Well, if it's a roller coaster, they're either gonna they're either going up or very quickly down right now. So I mean, they're either getting like, you know, top 3 or bottom 3 at this point. There's no middle of the group.
Well, there can't be bottom 3, right?
Bottom
Because
4.
they're guaranteed.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're right. So they're
not
top 3 LD. It's confirmed.
Guaranteed 9 through 12. It's a good day to be an Alliance fan.
Yep.
It's also a good day to be a TNC fan. Now they're picking some unconventional stuff compared to other teams with their Tim's Nature's Prophet, of course their Mag PA, which we've seen a little bit, and the Venoman for KP.
Yes.
So some pressure potentially on this Faceless Void early.
There was Hellraisers at Dota Summer, right? They ran a 3-position Venomancer. That was like a pocket strat that got them a win, and
That was an all-in push.
Yes.
Pugna, Veno, Lash, I think. Trying to remember what else.
after that game, Veno was banned like every game against them, I want to say, or at least the following game.
Probably like top 3 worst heroes to play with is Oh, you want that bounty rune? It'll be fine. AP's coming in. Good effort.
Yep. They still got 3.
But yeah, that damage over time, constant harass, not something you can really rely on Time Walk to deal with. So his lane will not be fun as far as Void lanes go.
Yes, absolutely. It's a pesky hero to deal with. He's laning with a Magnus, so not the strongest lane partner. I don't know if Mag is going to stay top or not. I don't think Veno can really play solo in his lane, but at the same time, like, couldn't I get more useful for my lane?
Yeah, you know, I'm just kind of here. I'll just be soaking up XP, getting points in power later on.
Arch is playing more like a 4th position for now. He has the style shield, Tango South, and it's just trading right clicks up in that off lane.
Speaking of trading right clicks, in the bottom lane, Tims is going to work on Hanskin. This looks to be our first blow. It will be claimed by Gabby, and I mean, Nature's Prophet is very annoying to lane against. Really good attack animation, good base damage, long range, and you've got the Bloodstone, you've got, you know, harass as well to mess with creep waves, and they might even be going for 33 here too. He's got to be careful.
As far as heroes to lane with the benefit from the Blightstone, PA has to be probably one of the best. The dagger.
Did he get some good body blocks here? Tims is thinking about this chase. Okay. The kill.
Forces another winnable.
The lane pressure from TNC is enormous already.
This is a sick lane. This Nature's Prophet PA lane. Really,
yeah, as you were mentioning with the dagger plus the Blightstone combo.
Yep. Physical damage from Gabby, and he's a hero that you get a fast Wraith Band or 2 and some boosts, you actually have a lot of kill potential. So, very, very annoying stuff to lane against. Already a first blood today, and PA Gabby has a Wraith Band, almost 2 Wraith Bands completed back at base.
9 and 5 on the CS department. Feeling good.
Yep.
And the Alliance are basically just going to try and sack this lane, do some pulling, creep shenanigans, and rather than face it head on.
Back in mid, Kunkka, Lina, this matchup so much over the last 6 months or so.
And you still love it just as much as you did back then.
I enjoy Kunkka mid left. They're always fun because they are very skill dependent. There's a lot of like outplay potential, Torrent being this kind of skill shot as well. It's
outplay Lina though.
Yeah. It's a slightly Kunkka favored matchup for sure. Not going to hit that torrent. See, look, it's the mind games. He throws that torrent to the side. Limp just runs in a straight line. He's like, no, Armel. He's going to like expect me to veer off or something. So Limp wins that first mind game.
He's yelling like, the next level play! As he does it.
Got to get it in the head of the enemy mid laner when you're throwing or hitting those turrets.
Wonder if those rooms are too close together.
Oh, Nature's Prophet TPing for 33.
Yeah, 33.
He's looking to just contest this CS here, it looks like. He still has a TP scroll, so he hasn't escaped if there's any rotation.
So the quick counter to the creep pull is the NP TP.
Normally the pulls happen between the tier 1 and tier 2. This is like, let's go between the tier 2 and the tier 3. 33 taking.
This is what you call the no XP left behind strat.
Yes. And Tim's making sure every creep last hit is contested.
Got a range creep deny as well, as Limp drops dangerously low here in the mid lane.
Wyvern had to TP base as well, so PA almost with a solo kill there. Gabby got the 2 Wraith Bats to Limp, so his laning presence, level 4, because he's getting a lot of solo XP, he is a real threat. He is very difficult to lane against. Meanwhile, it's a 2k gold lead, LD. What the hell's going on?
Well, what's going on is a lot of regen being purchased by Nico Baby right now, getting harassed out of the lane by this Venomancer. Mag can just pull and stack because he doesn't really have to be in the lane. And this Nature's Prophet pick is doing work.
Yeah, we're 4 minutes in. This is a crazy lead considering this how early out we are in this game, and every single lane being won by TNC. And I think you kind of expect them to win every single lane. It's not like there's been any mass upplay. Perhaps the 1 lane line should have done a little bit better and just misplayed is this bottom lane, giving up that first blood. But as mentioned, Nature's Prophet is can be a lane dominator with this Blightstone, the ability to have double TP so you can just keep ferrying regen to yourself as well as Abby, as well as back as items. It's such a powerful thing in the laning stage.
Now, it should be said, TNC really need to be ahead in the lanes because, you know, you have a 4-position mag, so you can't really count it as like, oh, we've got this big team fight. You're pretty pick-off reliant. You're more of like a kind of spread the map type lineup. You do not want to be even against this massive AoE team fight combo that Alliance have going for them.
Yeah, I agree. They draft to try and dominate the lanes, and so far it's working. They're going to get 3 bounty runes, 24, as well as a kill bottom handskin.
Hanskin's dead, and that's the 4th bounty rune secured. 33, we got a man up, get Tims. Gabby's going to run for it. Nice body blocks from the tree ants.
4 runes.
3k gold lead. Yes. So They tried to pivot with this Night Stalker pick and catch them off guard with the late Void grab, but we're not going to see a SA 33. We're not going to see big items on Nico because of all the regen he's got to buy in this lane.
Yeah.
Is CSing pretty well, but, you know, remember those are ward kills, only a 2k net worth. Already a 200 gold advantage for the Veno, and obviously like a 1k for the PA.
I just like TNC is showing an understanding of how to play against these top meta picks. Void has been like a first overall pick in so many of these games. By Alliance, Nico Baby has just been having his team first pick in Void. This game it was a fourth pick, and it's because TNC is not afraid of this Void. They know the kind of lanes and way to play against.
Yeah, if there is a script, they are not afraid to go off script or just tear it up and say there is no script.
Here comes the rotation. Handskin game himself.
Nico Baby looking for that first kill here on KP. A rotation, should be able to get it. One more auto attack. They're also going to try to get March, but he skewers away. I have to mid skewer, so they make it a 2-hero kill. Big rotation. That's about a 1k cut in the goal.
Yeah.
Maybe not 1k.
They brought Lina as well. That's a really hard commitment. I thought it was just going to be Wyvern flanking from behind, but the Lina, I guess, TP tower. Back to the jungle, so I don't think you mind that too much if you're TNC. You had Kunkka farming jungle stacks, because not only were TNC winning the lane, but they were also stacking jungle.
The Mag was able to stack the whole time because he's Veno. You know, Veno doesn't need help.
There was a triple stack and a double stack for RML that he just cleared out. He has double bracer phase boots up already.
They have Nature's Prophet who can jungle as well. And meanwhile, bottom lane, Gabby making off 33. Oh, he's got the stick, okay. He'll be fine for now, but Nature's Prophet TP is coming. 33, not out of this one just yet. Dagger cooling down momentarily. They can just keep on chasing him, slowly whittle him down. The blink strike forward. Phantom strike, I should say, and the kill there. Meanwhile, we hit a dragon finished off up top. They get the Jakiro kill, and Armel's hunting for more. Just a bit off the mark. They commit the earlier, but the cleave could be a problem. Tim's has joined the fray. They want to keep the pressure up on this Void lane. Don't give him any free CS, but Tim's is isolated. He's in the tower. He goes to the TP. Nico Baby gets the instant bash. See you later, alligator. Now Armel take by it. This is an overextension by TNC.
Tim's is still juking.
They're going to lose the Kunkka. Tim's, he's trying to juke, but he doesn't have a TP for 25 seconds, so I do not see him getting out of this one. Bash kill. Just a little salt in the wound, and that is an expensive dive.
Yeah. Good punish coming in from Alliance.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
33 gonna grab a regen rune tonight to March and not chase him. Void, another kill, 6-4. TNC had a great start, getting a little sloppy, and a good job by Alliance punishing them.
You've got to make something happen, and when TNC are winning all three of these lanes and diving your towers, you need to find a way to punish it.
Committed chase on the Gabby here, bottom, 33. Trying
fight,
praying for no crits, asking for Bifco.
Probably has to back off here. Out of regen, those Void nukes starting to add up as well.
Yeah, they have Shrine, so imagine they'll be popping that soon. They did get a ward down top, by the way, under a Radiant Sentry.
More so Magnus stacks, by the way.
It's going to go to KP. Another creep's got it.
Tower is under attack.
March is doing his job. Gets a double stack as well as a triple ancient stack going.
The thing is, Alliance is not very good at testing stacks, especially not ancient stacks. So this is pretty much guaranteed going to TNC.
They have Chronosphere, so theoretically they could Void involved. They're kind of more of this lineup that just wants to play the lanes right now. Imp himself wants to just spend some time farming in the jungle since he did have a rough mid lane. And we're going to see Armel get out of control very quickly this game because of how much time he's getting in the jungle. Luckily for Alliance, they did punish his dive top and kill him off once, but he's still farming incredibly fast.
So TNC going to slow things down. They do scan the bottom tower, perhaps suspecting 33 is backup nearby.
+1.
They are sending a +1, but it's through the river. There is Winter's Curse available. Yeah, it could be very painful for her teammates.
Bounty runes coming up. Gabby thinking about contesting season.
the Treant denies one, and now the fight breaking out at the top bounty rune. Kunkka coming through with the bow, doesn't have any damage to kill off Fada just yet, though, and Chrono comes mid-swing, not dead yet. Can Fada make it out of the bash? The Ice Pet, they do lose the Jakiro, the skewer back by March, turning things around a little bit, but there's the Linus, and follow up on the March, they get the kill. Alliance chasing for more now, KP's got to back away, he will secure the bounty rune.
Good job by Alliance, just punishing Armel over aggression once again. TNC aren't really ready to play as 5 because this PA just wants to farm at least one item first. And as a result, there's just a bit too much aggression coming from TNC. Kunkka is killable when they're willing to throw all those spells on him.
They've also done a good job of keeping this tower alive. Like, top lane still only lost 400 HP. As I say that, there's a catapult wave coming in, but with a Veno, normally you expect to see more damage to the tower by now. TNC are like, let's bring in the reinforcements, get Gabby in there, get him that Desolator.
This is going to be such a fast Deso. This is going to be like one of the probably fastest Deso timings of PA you've seen. Needs some Nahat stats on it, but looks to be like a 12-minute Deso. I don't think the angle will be quite enough. It's going to be close.
Tim's just TP'd bottom, got a nice lane ward as well to help secure the Veno push. Like you said, Deso basically online.
Don't look good.
Well, Mag. Yeah, this has been without cleave. He only just used the cleave for the first time to clear the Ancients. Of course, he can't clear those Ancients without it.
Bottom tower is under attack.
How good of a PA game is it? Like, she's got a fast though that sounds great, but can she just take over?
It's an amazing PA game because you have no. It doesn't really matter what heroes in the other team. When you have Magnus, it's always a good PA game.
Okay, simple enough.
It just means you have this free farming item. You don't need to go Battle Fury, nor do you normally want to go Battle Fury. But your Deso plus BK timing is so much scarier because you get it faster and you have cleave when you get it.
Let's see if Gabby can make him count. Also gives them that push potential quite early on.
And just the farming like Ancients with PA, suddenly she's almost level 12. You get experience.
She's murdered her way into this, and Hanskin is there. The pings come out.
And you get the instant
March has an RP, has no mana.
He's got the Deso.
The Vision's there, the Treants are there, they're converging at 33. While this was happening, found a kill down bottom. Will they get the Hanskin?
Oh, he got Blinken. Nice bait.
Yeah, Hanskin was trying to time it just right. Now the dagger and the kill. 413 damage. A blink forward onto Fada. Another quick takedown. Along with the tower. Looks like Alliance will get a tier 1 bottom, but rather
Gabby was very smart there. He had vision, could have just gone for a blink strike in, but when he blinks in that Winter's he kills his teammates. So
look how active he wants to be. He's giving an affair some clarities and just immediately descend on this top lane. They want to keep the pressure up with the Deso, convert kills into towers with the minus armor.
It's with the boots of travel, so this just allows him to be all over the map. He can play alone, push out one lane, and then TP to join his team.
Does that even work?
Does die there in the bottom lane, but ultimately, he's the least important kill of the 3 cores that Alliance can get.
Yeah, they've just got such, you know, deceptive ability to project force on the map. With those BOTs, the Nature's Props, the blur rotation as well. All of a sudden, 4 heroes can be on top of you.
TNC is setting the tempo right now. I haven't talked too much about Alliance, but it doesn't feel like they're making plays, nor are they easy plays for them to make, but
Abby wants that DD rune. Gonna tank a stun here. There is no Dark Ascension for 5 seconds.
They need to find a way to get some good chronos.
Here comes the boat. Here comes the axe. They found the Wyvern. They smack him in the face. Quick takedown there. Dark Ascension was committed for this. But do they fight? Void TP'd bottom earlier. Nico Baby, no TP scroll. With Dire Wolf, seeing all these heroes moving through their jungle. Not much they can do about it.
Teams tried to snipe Furia, but fingers on the shield.
It's gonna TP back out, and 33 still hunting as it is bounty rune time. They're just gonna go into Roche.
This Ascension wears off. He, like you said, be grabbing a bounty rune here, but can Can you contest Roshan? It's nighttime once again. Nixie Baby is scouted by a Treant though.
He's gonna start making his way over. This Roche is melting.
Bounty runes for Alliance.
Very in trouble. Very early in the game. RP Skewer.
Okay.
Can they bring down 33? Are they in range here? Oh, that PA damage, baby. Gabby's feeling it right there. Gonna use the Kunkka, it looks. He took the wrong path.
Yep.
You will pay. It's goodbye, sir. Goodbye. And now the NPTP's in. However, he is not tanky. Tim, gotta be careful. And not careful enough. Tim is dead. Now they're gonna chase Gabby. Yeah, they get the bash. They get the silence. Lita's not follow up. They're gonna try to hold the chrono for round 2, and they will be successful.
KB stay there for the blink out.
And they kill him the second time. It looks like it. Chrono trap. They grab 2 for the price of 1. Armel all chatting. Gabby dead. Big overextension by TNC. That's 4 back. It's gonna be 5. They got the bounty runes too. And KP's up 4.
Plays that
Dota's a game of highs and lows, gods. You know, we said roller coaster. What little we know just what roller coaster would be for TNC.
Yeah. Alliance punished TNC there, but it was very much TNC mistakes. Kunkka gets picked off alone, and it was the domino effect. One guy gets picked off, and the next does. One by one, TNC just kind of weren't willing to cut their losses. Just let the Kunkka die there and don't go chasing for those kills. They just instantly lose the Aegis. That was huge for Alliance. What a team fight for them. KP dies because he's sticking around to try to save the PA, which ultimately is the one position hero, the one hero you want to try and save at all costs, but PA shouldn't have probably been in that overly aggressive spot to begin with.
She got the 1 kill in the Wyvern, like they could have just killed after that.
Yeah.
NP didn't have to TN, the Kunkka didn't have to come help. They could have been content with the kill in the Aegis, but they got...
TNC is still very strong right now. They've got all their key items. Armel with his Shadow Blade is looking just to roam around and pick off.
Alliance hiding in the trees for now. And Armel is on the hunt. He gets into the trees, invis, and he walks right by Handskin.
Knows he's there because the smoke popped though.
Doesn't know where is there though, but now he's gonna find him. Look like a dead Handskin.
He might be able to... Oh, he doesn't have RP first.
But still, Winter's Curse, they don't have mana for the RP. Oh, he could have sticked an RP to sooner.
With the Winter's Curse, I ended up by that. So.
Oh, okay.
They made out a Winter's Curse cooldown, but it wouldn't have been the biggest kill either way.
Top tower's under attack.
Bit of time wasted there. TNC only 4K gold lead. It feels like Alliance, after that big team fight, are kind of stabilizing this game, and if they can get Void, things will look very, very different when Alliance put together those kind of team fights. That's where they had the edge, is these big fights.
Well, next fight, Gabby's gonna have a BKB. So, will it be the game changer? There's a Winter's Curse, there's a Chrono.
There's tools, yeah. They can't control him, but Wyvern is kind of like priority number 1. It seems like TNC comes down because this is the counterpick to these Magnus drafts that we keep on seeing.
Bell coming in with the boat, the Torn as well, locking down Handskin, bridge to half. No backup yet.
Okay.
So to get out cleanly.
Top tower is under attack.
I've been sold on Armel with this Shadow Blade build this game. Definitely not
Trying to set things up for his team. Cleave out, and time walk forward by Nico maybe walks it off. So where does TNC go from here? They've had a good start. They kind of threw a bit of that advantage away. They get their PA BKB now. They're committed to fighting with these items, the Shadow Blade, the BKB Beso, and they are going to look to make a move. They smoke, not scouted, and they're going to walk right into Nico BB. Who's quicker with reactions? They get him with the X initially. Dagger coming through. Point it, a big crit in your face. See you later. Gabby brings him down. Now the RP! Marchie catches up too. He's got no mobility, but doesn't need it. What a play by March.
Yeah, you get the tip for that one. That was nice.
Man, not often you see a Magnus with no blink set up a great follow-up like that.
They thought they were safe because it looked like he was going to RP like the Night Stalker or something, and then suddenly he's like, oh wait, I found a better target. These two supports, the Winter Wyvern particularly. being priority number 1 for TNC. March will happily solo RP Wyvern in a fight because once Wyvern's dead, this PA goes kind of uncontested.
Armel does see their 3, I believe, with this ward now. Yeah. Moving into position, bounty runes are spawning. He's going to X him back. Boat through. Oh, X'd a bit early, it looks like. 33. Just gonna start running away. Doesn't have the TP. I already tried to use it. Now gonna avoid a creep. Just stall. Waste as much time as possible. Tim's is coming. This is gonna be a long and slow kill with Armel lacking mana. If they get it, they're gonna rotate in Gabby as well. So that should be enough to secure. But it's a nice graded kind of kill.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, guys. All right. They get the crit. Just need another dagger and a blink. And the deed is done.
Going through the Acceptor. Getting that insta-cast blur that dispels. What are we looking at dispelling here, though?
The time dilation,
I guess? Yeah.
I mean, her spells are very low cooldown.
Yeah. So. The kills refreshing your abilities is kind of the really nice part of this item, too. You're just able to instantly blink onto the next target once you get killed.
It's like a very snowball item, basically. If you start to get ahead in fights or in the game, you get more ahead.
Yeah, the blur cooldown is pretty nuts too because you're using this just to run into these dangerous parts of the map and basically be smoked up in a step.
Tower's under attack.
But you may not even get to that point. There's hidden Q3s now.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, see, looking to break the hits. There's a BKB on Nico Baby now. He's the Chrono. Alliance being shown some respect as TNC retreat. They've got lanes to push in. Things to hit with an empowered PA.
They need to not get caught here.
Maybe Alliance going to make a move of their own.
Yeah, they know PA TP bottom, but Alliance don't have pretty good catch with this leading Scepter. They can't really chase that quickly.
They don't have the global mobility. You know, they have good, like, kind of micro catch, but on the macro scale, there's no TPs globally the way that there are on the TNC side or the PA who can be anywhere.
Double damage. Gabby's like, all right, where are we going?
He's dancing. He's feeling himself.
He's level 18 too.
Scary. So scary. He's coming in. He's coming in.
What the support?
No, team, get over here, guys. Didn't get the crit. He's just going to back away. Team just couldn't quite get there.
He doesn't want to throw the game. He can't just go with his BKB when there's Chrono and Curse.
It's hard to stay disciplined when you're an empowered double damage PA.
Yeah.
Because this guy's like, if I get one crit, I'll kill everyone.
This was the old TNC of maybe like a year to 2 years ago. Gabby may have gone there, but this is a different Gabby.
Oh, this is a huge game, like you mentioned. Guaranteed top 6 with a win. You don't want to throw it away. So play it safe. We'll play it cool. They've got a sizable lead, but this Alliance lineup just feels like the kind of lineup that one bad fight can completely turn the game around. You've got Void Nightstalker duo. He's not going for the Nightstalker Ags. I suppose he won't sell as hard.
Not really being able to play as a core hero this game. He often has to try to do a lot with a little, which he's very good at. But Nightstalker, not really one of those big play-making heroes when you go far.
For enemies.
See what he can get done. Ideally, best case scenario for him, if he gets on top of someone like Magnus and stops RP coming out.
Ooh, big crit on Fada. Oh, it's a splash. Gonna have a little fish with the torrent. To connect.
He continues to use the map control to try to secure your next Roshan, which is now respawned, so... Can Alliance themselves in a position to defend this one? They smoke up, they know it's Roche time, and they want to make sure they can get a jump.
A March just TP'd out, but if there's an X, they'll be bringing him back soon. KP not the easiest here to go on with the pipe. He'll commit it early. Got it on Armel. They get the silence of March. They get the Chrono up too. Very nicely done, keeping this Magnus out of the fight. 8 points late, and they don't have a whole lot of control for. Oh wait, yes they do. Thanks to Winter's Curse. March is alive. Gabby can engage with the RP. They get another. Gabby's running down 33. Now chasing for hands. The Sprout is there. Nico Baby could be in a lot of trouble. Phantom Strike available. Winter Wyvern down. And they're going to fight Liv too. It's going to be 4 heroes. The buyback comes through on the Wyvern. He may die again if he's not careful. No crit this time. But Gabby's diving deeper. He's coming in on an eco, baby. 1,000 damage with that crit. Keeps on chasing. Keeps on diving. Give me a crit. Give me a crit. There's your crit. Gets the kill. Gets another. There might be another. Night Stalker about to fall. Gabby slices them all to bits. That's 3 buybacks in this fight, and they're still gonna lose it.
Gabby knew that Wyvern buying back there was exposed, didn't have the Winter Curse. He was just willing to dive the enemy base because he held on his BKB so long. It was such good discipline. Gabby could have BKB'd right at the start of that fight. It might have helped out like his Magnus who died in the Winter's Curse, but ultimately the fact he held onto that BKB allowed him to just crush this fight. And TNC will get racks as a result, looking like he'll get multiple lanes as well.
TNC with the rotation towards mid. That could be a top 6 finish. Just over the horizon, an alliance with no chrono. How do they defend? They'll need a godly Winter's Curse. I'm not even sure if that would be enough.
No, I don't think it's happening.
TNC, the way they want to with unconventional traps. You know, some things we've seen from other teams, but also very much, you know, pushing the boundaries, finding counters to the Night Stalker, showing that, you know, you don't have to stick with the quote-unquote meta picks to win.
Counters to the Void, they absolutely crushed his lane. They crushed 3 lanes because of their picks. And Nature's Prophet
makes them like a very scary team to be facing in the next round. They haven't won the game yet, but they've got a 2 full lane racks advantage, and Alliance feeling desperate. They go for the smoke.
They're worried about
They have chrono. It has cooled down.
They beat Ping though. They kind of revealed themselves. I think throwing some spells on the creep wave.
They're being a ward as well.
Yeah, and now TNC just going to play on the high ground.
Scanning for enemies.
Positioning here is so tough to fight into. It's going to be Kunkka who goes in first. Glimmer, Arcade, jump away. Magnus RP, waiting for it. He gets stunned off the bat. He gets Laguna off the bat, and he is done for. But the boat comes in. Gabby engaging, backing out. Playing it safe, looking for those instant kills, doesn't get botted, dukes away from the Lena stun. The moves by Gabby, gets 1, gets 2, now looking for 33, no Wyvern buyback, no Hero buyback, 33's isolated, stalks, spamming the RP, it's a light show for TNC. I don't know how you fight now. They have the chrono, they have the BKB on Void, but they need to steal Aegis.
They're going for it.
Somehow get multiple kills.
Count them.
Oh, they're ready for this, so Void jumping one way, RP there to greet him. March held onto it, crit, see you later. Now for the lead, it's gonna be a full 5-man wipe. No, Alliance TPing out, GGing out, denying that full team wipe at least, but TNC, man, what a team.
Those games 2 and 3, that's what people have been seeing from TNC. At this tournament, at previous tournaments, they have just been rolling over their opponents and playing this very